Guys, I'm at Machynlleth railway station today. Apologies to any of my Welsh subs if I've got that pronunciation wrong. But I'm going to be taking a trip across the Barmouth Bridge, the iconic Barmouth Bridge on the Cambrian coastline, which in my opinion is one of the best bridges in the British Isles. And what's more, you can actually walk across it. So why don't you come with me for the trip? I hope you enjoy it. I'll be taking a few shots along the way and hopefully we'll meet a train or two as well. I'll catch you on the other side of the estuary. Cheers for now. Machynlleth's got an interesting past. You can see from the old platform in what is now the car park that up until 1964 it remained an important junction of the Great Western Railway, which ran between here and Rhuarben on the Shrewsbury to Chester line. Indeed, it was originally named Barmouth Junction, which was a much better reflection of its importance in those busier times. Now, the old track bed between here and Dolgethley is now a well-used cycle path, and there are plenty of further reminders of the railway's past along the way, and most notably at Penman Pool. And nowadays the single platform is just a request stop on the Cambrian coastline, with very limited facilities on offer. At least you know which way the trains go though. Anyway, there's no point in sit down yet. We're about to begin our walk, and seeing as it's such a lovely day, why don't you enjoy the fantastic views on offer, and I'll tell you a bit more about the bridge once we get closer to the other side.
Okay, we can stop.
The Grade 2 listed bridge was opened in 1867, so it's well over 150 years old now. The total length is 820 metres, most of which is of a timber construction. The remaining 120 metres is constructed of steel, with a section that used to swing open to allow tall ships to navigate up through the Machynlleth estuary. Now, the last time this part moved was in 1987, and unfortunately it doesn't look like there's any great intention to use it again anytime soon. And note the continuous rail across the gaps in the sections here. The greatest threat to the bridge's existence has always been nature, Built on a gravel bed covered by shifting sands, its wooden trestles have been attacked by marine woodworm and have required replacement over the years, forcing closure of the bridge for prolonged periods of time. Its ironwork has also been replaced in part, following significant corrosion, quite early on in its history actually. It wasn't too long ago that steam-hauled excursions were making their way across the bridge, and I remember seeing double-headed summer specials in the area when I was young. We just look at the length of the platforms at Barmouth and imagine the length of the train pulling into the station. Now, these days, the line is confined to smaller diesel units only, which I believe is the result of signalling on the line rather than any weight restrictions on the bridge itself. But if you know any more about this, please feel free to leave me a comment below. And now Network Rail have planned to carry out a £25 million restoration project to protect the bridge for the future, with a lot of the timber and steel sections being replaced. The swing section will unfortunately not be coming back, but all these fascinating cogs and mechanisms will still be retained in situ. And to sum up, I absolutely love this bridge. It's got so much character and history. Yes, there's bits falling off here and there that get patched up every so often. And yeah, you can see the sea below through the gaps in the wooden walkway too. And the main steel sections are so rusted up now. It looks like it should have been condemned years ago, but despite everything that nature throws at it, it refuses to give in. Now, I feel very privileged to be able to walk across it, and I'm fairly reassured at the moment that I'll be doing so for a very long time yet. And where else in the country can you get this close to a train, on a bridge, at the seaside, surrounded by amazing scenery? So I hope you've enjoyed this trip across Barmouth Bridge by foot, and please do let me know in the comments below if there are any other interesting railway bridges you can walk across. And of course, if you've enjoyed this content, guys, then please consider subscribing to the channel. I would really appreciate that. And until the next time, cheers for now.